How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com. It's on Sunday, December the 3rd, as we get this video to you. Have your free play selection in just a second. Your free play selection today is going to be between the Cleveland Browns versus the LA Rams in just a second. Hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. I did not do a video yesterday, but I wanted to wait and see what the college football playoff situation was before I made the video today, and the college football playoff just finished, so here I am with my video. Wow. But first, let me get to some things real fast, and I'll tell you my thoughts here. The algorithms of Indian Cowboy have been around for 19 years. Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in Biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. Welcome to my podcast. Our best selections over at docsports.com under Rune Shiva. Our next best selections are YouTube Premium Thoughts, where I give you 3 extra thoughts every single day, all for just $20 a month. It is our teaching channel where we teach you how to fish and how to look at ball games in depth. We are 4-1 on YouTube Premium this week. We're 13-2 with total thoughts. I think we swept on Friday for 3-0, and I think on Tuesday or Wednesday we went 4-0. Pretty incredible stuff. So for just $20 a month, you get over 200 selections a month, all for just probably one of the best deals on the internet. Plus, you get a live show on Tuesday night, which had about 13 extra thoughts. So you get to hang out with me for about 30 minutes. Our final best selections are the free picks and leans, which is on the daily video that you're watching right now. The link to YouTube Premium is in the comment section, as well as the link to how to get to free $60 worth of premium selections. If you want more content, hop onto Twitter. Has our consensus reports, our trends on late night ball games, and our hot takes on sports and latest updates. So the college football playoff, yes, it does seem like FSU got robbed. They are 13-0, undefeated Power 5 conference team. That defense deserved a shot to play for the title. Are they one of the top 4 best teams? No one thinks that. I certainly don't think that. But does their resume warrant them to get in? Yes. And as an Alabama homer and as an Alabama fan, I feel bad for FSU because you can see all the Tide stuff behind me. I would have been perfectly fine with FSU getting in because at the end of the day, we lost to Texas at home, who is a college football playoff team, by the way. It's not like Alabama got in and a team that they lost to did not get in. Texas still got in. But as FSU, as far as the eye test is concerned, we can all agree I think Alabama is better than FSU, especially with Milroe, who will run all over that defense. So not all over the defense, but he will have success against the defense. I mean, Louisville is no Alabama, right? And University of Florida is no Alabama when they faced FSU this year. So Alabama, in its defense, did beat 5 top 15 teams this year, right? They beat the committee's number 1 team was Georgia, and they beat them. And they beat them by 20, and Georgia had won 20-plus games coming in. The SEC champion the SEC is the hardest conference, by the committee's metrics. Now, is there committee bias? Maybe, but by the committee's metrics, it is the toughest conference, and they won the toughest conference, and they lost to Texas. And Alabama's much better now than they were earlier. But having said that, FSU, if you're an FSU fan, and I have a lot of FSU fans who are friends, or friends who are fans, I get it. And if FSU would have gotten in, many of my Alabama friends would have been perfectly fine with it. They would have said, you know what, they're undefeated, Power 5 conference, we get it. I think that the ACC being down hurt them this year. I think if Clemson was good, it would have helped. I think if many of the other ACC teams, if they were good, it helped. So the strength of the conference really played a role here, because finally the ACC just didn't have enough top 25 teams for them to warrant that being a legit thing. Now, could their starting quarterback come back? They could have possibly come back, and maybe that would have played in the committee's role. But, it is what it is. So that's my thoughts, 2 cents there. But yeah, all right, let's get your free play winner today. And I like the Browns today. Joe Flacco's coming in here, and which is interesting. Remember, Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl back in 2013. That means something. They're trying to, the Browns are trying to duplicate that Ravens magic with the mediocre quarterback, but it's a good game manager with a really good defense and try to win the Super Bowl, or at least go to the playoffs. The Browns will start Flacco here, their 4th quarterback now. Flacco's won a Super Bowl, and the Rams are off of a big win. I can see them having a letdown here. The Browns have the same formula the Ravens did: strong defense, decent quarterback play, and who better to have than Joe Flacco, and an experienced QB leading the way. This team did beat Pittsburgh and Arizona and Baltimore prior to this. That means something for sure. And I like them coming off a bad loss. Cleveland comes off a bad loss to the Broncos, and I think it makes a lot of sense here to take the Browns, plus the 3.5 here. I think it's perfectly fine. So, let me see here. Yeah, I think it makes sense to take the Browns here. Cleveland plus the 3.5, I believe. I can't get a line right now, but it's popping up for me. But I believe it's plus 3.5. That's what we'll go with. As it relates to the Niners and Eagles, that's your YouTube Premium thought. I didn't do a thought yesterday. I did a live show on YouTube Premium yesterday, but not a YouTube Premium video. Like a YouTube Premium thought specifically. So I'm going to put 2 thoughts today. Niners, Eagles, YouTube Premium, Minnesota, Ohio State in college basketball. That is YouTube Premium as well. By the way, we're going to go with the Cleveland Browns plus 3.5 because I don't see a line popping up. Southern and Mississippi State in college basketball. I like the under there. These 2 teams haven't met since 2015. By the way, yeah, I'll give you the Kansas City Green Bay selection in a second. These 2 teams haven't met since 2015. Southern played some very tough teams, including Illinois, Marquette, Arizona, TCU, one of the hardest schedules in the country, and it's an HBCU school that's done really well. Meaning with the talent they have, they've done exceptionally well against some elite teams. 1-5 team. Kevin Johnson took over the team for Sean Woods. They're generating a lot of revenue for this team as they continue to build a program and go to different big schools and collect money. They lost to Georgia Tech and will be furious coming in. Mississippi State lost to Georgia Tech and will be furious coming in. Mississippi State is the second best defensive team in the country. I like Southern to bounce back defensively here after a bad game, and I like Mississippi State to bounce back after a loss. I like the under there. San Diego, Stanford, that's YouTube Premium. Lamar, Sam Houston State in college basketball. I like the over there. 2-4-4 team. Sam Houston State won 73-56 last time. Sam Houston has won back-to-back games, and Lamar does have some revenge, so I think that'll push the total over. Keep in mind the Lamar loss 67-78 against SMU, which is not a bad team. Sam Houston State is off of a 61-78 loss to Arizona, one of the lowest outputs of the year. And remember, this team lost to Troy on the road and lost to Ole Miss by 3 and put up 70 on Oklahoma State. I like the over here between Lamar and Sam Houston State. Wichita State and Missouri. I like Wichita State. I like Missouri coming off that big win against Pittsburgh on the road, and I think they have a letdown here against Wichita State. Paul Mills in his first year as coach at Wichita State, he's done well. They beat Richmond, and the former 30-win coach at Oral Roberts is now the head coach here at Wichita State. They just beat Pittsburgh by 7 points on the road. Missouri did. And I can see them having a letdown here. So I'm going to go with Wichita State. New Orleans, Sacramento Kings, that's YouTube Premium. Bengals, Jaguars, YouTube Premium. Kansas City, Green Bay. I like Green Bay. These 2 teams haven't met since 2021. Kansas City's off of a win against Vegas and a cover. Green Bay off 2 huge wins, beating the Lions and the Chargers. They beat the Rams as well. All of a sudden, 5-6, and Love threw for 3 touchdowns and no picks last game, 260 yards. Kansas City only rushed for 70 yards last game. Green Bay needed this game in the biggest way against the Lions on Thanksgiving, and they came through. They also need this game much more than Kansas City does. Mahomes has never won in Green Bay as far as I know, and I hate to take Green Bay off of such of a big win, especially against the Lions, but I do think it makes sense here. So I'm going to ride Green Bay, a small lean on them. Bengals, Jaguars, that's YouTube Premium, as I mentioned, and that's probably going to be I gave you that on YouTube Premium already. I might make that my Monday night free play. We'll see. That's what I have for you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. We do have a 7-unit college basketball selection today at 5 o'clock and a 7-unit NFL today at 4:05. So looking forward to those selections. We won the 7-unit NFL last week, 3-0 college basketball run, 3-0 NBA run, 14-5 college basketball run for plus 4,500. See you back here tomorrow.